mass transit system.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in the US we drive everywhere. We don't have a lot of good public transit. Okay, I'm live.
There we go.
Um all right. And
Oh, it's
my room is going
it's
to light
crazy.
up more as the sun comes up. Right now I'm being lit by the monitors. Although I do have a ring light, but it was like way too bright and I can't get it darker. Is it I know you're probably a few minutes or a few seconds behind. Can you see like the ring light? Do you think that's too bright?
Oh shoot. Yeah, that's it's a little bit bright. You
Okay.
might have to like put a piece of like paper towel over it or something.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Just diffuse it.
Uh,
I think it's all right without.
yeah, I'll just go like this. All right. What's next? Oh, check chat. Make sure the chat is all hooked up. I have a little checklist. Um I'll just say hi. All right. Twitch and YouTube. Oh, I don't have my chat even on the screen. Chat. Ah, I'm not prepared. Hi, what's up, Columbago? Let's get the chat. Where can I put the chat? I might have to shrink it a little bit. Dang, yeah, it's kind of hard to place the chat now that I'm in the way. How are you doing?
There's
Good,
also a lot of people.
T251.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I watched your run on Silksong. It was beautiful. Excellent work. I was blown away. You did so stinking good. Oh man. If anyone, I mean, you posted it in the Discord, so if anyone hasn't seen it, definitely go watch it. Hey, what's up, Sir Lunchalot? I'm a pro streamer now. Look at that. I have a webcam. Can we throw it up here? Man, I don't know where to put this. I think I need to like put a background on it or something.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll just put
probably.
it in front of me. I'll just put it in front of me for now. That's good. Yeah, I my wife is a photographer and I bought this camera for her on our honeymoon. Or for our honeymoon. And it's just been chilling in a closet because she has a better camera now. And the other day I was like, oh, I can use that as a webcam. And so here we are. Finally have one.
Kind of crazy seeing you like your face.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I've always been here. Here I am. I've always been right up there in the top right corner. Oh, and now everyone has my email and everything. Great. But how are you today, boss? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for these news articles. Good curation as always from Night Owl. How's everyone else doing? How are you doing, Night Owl?
I'm doing well. I had American pancakes for breakfast, so I'm energized.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even eat that good. Oh man.
Well, you gotta treat yourself.
I really do. I'm doing one meal a day these days. We're going on a cruise in March and I'm trying to lose some of that, waist fat. And anyway, so I have been eating one meal a day and it's been pretty tough. I did it for like a full year like 2 years ago when I was getting my lifts up. I almost hit the 1,000-pound club, but then I injured myself. And
Oh, that sucks.
so and then this time around it's been way harder. I just don't like have that fitness goal, you know? You got to have that like fitness goal to focus you. And so now I'm just like, oh, I just miss food.
Dude, I'm in a constant state of calorie deficiency, and that's with like 3 meals a day. So I don't understand how you manage. I
Yeah.
lose my mind.
Yeah, it's like it's what my wife calls my superpower. I'm like extremely capable of like controlling how I eat. Um
It's cool. Maybe you can teach me some tricks.
again, I think it's just like something that's innate to me. I don't have any other
Uh,
friends who are like that.
you keep
Um
your secrets.
do I have a cheat meal? Oh, I mean, I don't like, so that's the thing with one meal a day, like the intermittent fasting, is I'm not controlling what I eat, which is maybe a problem. I just control when I eat. And the idea is that your body just like has a little bit more time to process the food you eat. Um but but my cheat meals, like my guilty pleasures are, I really like, I'm a total cheapskate. I do not like to spend money. And so for me, it's just like McDonald's and Taco Bell. I just want to get a lot of food for like no money.
Dang, I haven't had McDonald's in so long. Now I'm hungry again.
I'm sorry. Uh, that's the worst. Yesterday at work, we were talking about food right around lunchtime.
Hmm.
Just talking about like all the food we're gonna have for the Super Bowl, and man, it was ruining me. I was like, oh, I've got like 5 more hours till I can eat.
Hey, it's Super Bowl time.
Yeah, close. Yeah, actually, maybe I can drop some news. Um, I am going out of town next week. I I just got selected to do a trip for work. Going to meet uh, our manufacturing partners in Taiwan, and so I will be in Taiwan next week.
Cool.
And so I won't be streaming. So sorry, everyone. I'll be out, and then when I get back, it'll be Super Bowl time. So when I get back, it'll be right after I've cooked a bunch of awesome food for the Super Bowl, and I'll have a bunch to show off. Yeah,
That's gonna be sick.
man. I'm sorry. We're just like yapping here. We're not even
Yeah,
getting
should we
into
get
the
onto the show?
get into the show. Yeah. All right. So I'll do a little intro. Um, let me reset. All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another weekly newsroom. The co-host is Night Owl. He has curated this short list of game dev articles about some game dev news, and we're going to go over them. Say hi, Night Owl.
Hello, hello.
All right. So I actually did prepare this time. I have read these articles. Um, but yeah, I want to hear what you think about this one first. So this one, I'm just going to read this little intro. Netflix boss says cloud-based TV games are a big priority in 2026. The streamer is attempting to reset within the world of games after years of investment and downsizing.
Right. Should I just go off on this
Yeah,
article?
go off on it. Whoa. That's
So,
bright.
it's interesting because I follow a bunch of different outlets for news, and this one, game developers, usually more technical or more focused on like the creative side of things. But this one is so full of like business jargon that it makes me a little bit angry, honestly. But I'll start from the beginning, right? So, if you have a Netflix subscription, at least in America, I'm not sure in the rest of the world. I don't use Netflix, so I don't know if it works here in Europe. But if you use Netflix, then you have access to Netflix games as well. So you can like stream games to your TV. And apparently, which I had no idea about, is that titles like Red Dead Redemption was like really positive for them um, on Netflix games. Have you ever used Netflix games to like stream games to your TV?
I haven't, but Sir Lunchalot in the chat is saying he played Red Dead 1 on Netflix
Right.
and it was a good experience. So I want to hear Sir Lunchalot. I did a little research. It seems like you connect, like your controller is your phone. Is that what you did? Because that seems interesting. I'm definitely interested in trying it out. Like, was it free? Can I just like go on Netflix and try this out myself?
Well, it seems like that's how it works. Like if you have a Netflix subscription, then you have access to Netflix games. And as the article says, you can either play those titles on mobile devices, web browsers, or compatible televisions, which I'm not sure what generation of television you need, but I'm guessing the ones that we have in my home won't support it because they're not smart TVs,
Hmm.
unfortunately. Um, and yeah, they say here using their smartphone as a controller in some instances. So I'm not really like sure where they draw the line of like what you can do with it. And I'm not really interested in playing Red Dead Redemption on my smartphone. I don't know if that's like a me issue, but I don't know, like game streaming never really to me seemed like the best option. Maybe now with like RAM prices and storage prices, it's like becoming the best option. But it also kind of seems like a symptom of the like large data centers that, support this kind of um, boost in, you know, production for Netflix, but also kind of inhibit um, our options for keeping like our devices on a local network, if you know what I mean. Um, so
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if this is like a choice that they're making or just like a result of like how the world's kind of changed for like local devices the last couple of years.
Yeah, so let's read this. Okay, it said, and recently with our party games on TV, Boggle, Pictionary, Lego Party, we've seen really strong uptake. So it's off a small base. I think about 10% reach into those eligible members, but our TV-based games have enjoyed quite a significant engagement uptick after that party pack launch. Also, they say up here, we're still in the early stages of rollout, and then roughly a third of our members have access to TV based games as a process of upgrading the TV technology and TV clients to be able to handle that. So, the way I see this article is they're basically saying, like, we have the data, people want this, TV technology is getting better, so we're going for it. Which was surprising to me. I did not think that TV technology was getting that much better. Um, but I guess it is. And also, like Sir Lunchalot said, the TVs don't matter at all if you use something like a Fire TV stick. Um,
Right.
I use a Google TV, um, so I could probably do this, even though those are like so small and the processing power is so low. Apparently, I can do it. I would not have expected that. I guess it is because it's a cloud-based like game streaming service. I've used what is it called? It's like the Nvidia,
GeForce Now
yeah,
or whatever.
GeForce Now. I used that once and I didn't really like it. I but it's kind of like VR. It's like this technology seems really cool and it's like honestly pretty good. Um but then like I've just got this really nice computer. Like I'm just going to play games on my computer, you know?
Right.
And
That's
so
sort of my point. Is like, if you don't have access to a personal computer, absolutely go for it. Like you'll be able to play these games like everyone else will, maybe with a bit more delay or a bit like worse quality of like stream, since you're not streaming from your own graphics card. Um, but it's definitely an option if you can't afford or have room for like a personal computer.
yes.
Um,
Yep.
but Marco in chat is making a pretty interesting point as well, that their opinion is that this is 1000% a choice. Netflix are choosing to not support personal computers, but if it's cloud-based or AI, then it's okay. Yeah, that's reasonable. I think that's a reasonable take. Not very hot. Um, and I think it's kind of unfortunate because like I really like having a device that I can tinker with. I'm using a laptop right now, so it's not as fun. But like I got as a reward for working a student thing here in Sweden, I got a computer, like an old computer with DDR3 memory. Like it sucks, but I get to play around with that, put Linux on it, and put a Minecraft server on it. And I kind of feel like people are missing out a little bit, but that might just be like my nerdy bias as well.
Yeah, so here's like a little bit of an experience I can share that I think is maybe relevant is um so my wife's family, they're really young. She's the oldest and the kids are super young. I think the youngest just turned 8. And so um those young kids, like we thought for sure they were just going to be like, yeah, we're just going to be iPad gamers forever, you know? So they would be like the perfect demographic to be like, yeah, we don't need a computer, whatever. We're just going to play on the TV, play on the iPad, and call it good. But recently I started this Minecraft server, and all of a sudden they got computers, and now they're playing on PC. And it's like, I think that that's kind of the way it is for me. Is it's like, yeah, this technology's cool, but like the second I want to play a game that everyone's playing, that's like on the computer, like I'm gonna get a computer, and then the computer can also do all the other games.
Right. Because the ecosystem for computers is so massive. Like, you have like old Mac games being ported to Windows now, and it's
Yep.
wild. Bunch of like weird open source stuff. And you can't really play those games on a TV like stream system. They're just not like available.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I don't know if they're right about this, like if this is the right choice, but I understand how they got to it. So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. I thought Netflix games was on the way out, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I've heard they give pretty good deals to game devs. Like if we put your game on, we'll give you this amount of money and stuff like that. And so it can actually be like a really good thing for a game developer to get a Netflix deal.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like as much as I don't think this is for me, I'm definitely going to try it out after this. But as much as I don't think it's for me, like I don't know, like they have the data, they think it's good. All right, Sir Lunchalot's got to take. Take for instance Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on Luna. All you need is a controller or a keyboard mouse if you want, and that's it. If you want to play it on Steam with the same settings, you need a powerful PC with which is €1,000 at least. I mean, it's a very good point. It's a very good point. Like PC gaming, for like big titles, is expensive, and like that is not a very worldwide thing. But Netflix is a very worldwide thing, and so yeah, I honestly think like if they think that this is going to work, it's probably going to work.
We'll have to see.
Yep, we'll have to see. Cool,
But
cool,
if you
cool.
try it out, then now I want some hot takes from you. I gotta
Okay.
know what it's like.
Well, I remember when I tried like Stadia and GeForce Now, and I come from the land of League of Legends where like you notice ping drops
Mm-hmm.
and stuff like that. And so I noticed it, right? Like I noticed the latency on the games that I played. But maybe I need to play like you know, a single player game that's like a little less action packed or something, you know, so that I
Yeah.
don't notice it.
I assume Red Dead would be kind of fine, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. And also it's like a game that I've never played before, and so I wouldn't like know what the movement feels like. They are not
Yeah,
comparable
should be
anymore.
fine.
Tech has so much advanced in Stadia. I would believe that. I would believe that. But I mean, like, no matter what, it's still gonna probably add like 30 ms of ping, right? Like, I don't know.
As an
Maybe I'm
CS
wrong.
gamer, God, that's too much.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right.
Oh shit, camera turned off.
Marco is saying here that all of these CEOs/COOs are so out of touch and investor focused. AAA games going forward are almost guaranteed to fail because gamers are not the focus. Yeah, I kind of agree to that. At least partially. That investor focus is like the key to all these like AAA studios and publishers, and have been for many, many years now. But there are still indies, there are indie games coming out all the time. Terraria just had a massive update, and like things are moving forward in our space at least. So I feel like AAA is never gonna like disappear completely. And they're not
No.
like really doing anything. What would you call it? Like customer. They're not doing anything really to hurt customers, but they're not really doing much to convenience them either. Like Netflix games on TV is cool, but I don't know. It could be very different, I think.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the next one?
Yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. Okay. Ubisoft initiates colossal restructure to become a more gamer-centric company. The publisher is restructuring around 5 creative houses by implementing cost-cutting, project cancellations, and a more robust return-to-office mandate. I'm assuming you have some stuff to say about this.
Yeah, you saw how I sent you like 3 or 4 sub-articles to this one?
Yes, yep, I have them.
And we did talk about Ubisoft a month ago at this point.
Yep.
It's crazy that we've been doing this for a month. Wild.
Yeah, crazy.
And we talked about Ubisoft at first stream as well. So yeah, Ubisoft. So what they mean with 5 creative houses is that they have 5 studios that they're focusing on now.
Yep.
And they're trying to get rid of the rest of them.
Yes.
And so they have canceled projects, and we'll talk about it a little later. Delayed a couple more projects, and are forcing return to office. And all of these things, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is kind of BS, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about it.
Because they are basically saying, we do not care about the products, we care about the investors, the shareholders. The shareholders have told us that our games aren't selling well enough, that we need to do something about it, and our decision on that critique is to kind of remove the creatives from the process more, and kind of respect the creatives less. So I'm not too happy about it, and I'm not connected to Ubisoft at all. I've never worked for them. I haven't even interacted with anyone at Ubisoft. But I think this is an absolute blow to the people that are making games, like in America, in Sweden, all around the world, because they have so many studios. And this feels like something that a company does when it's on the way out, or should be divided into a lot of like smaller companies that have nothing to do with each other anymore. It's like this feels like the end of capitalism, or whatever it is. late stage capitalism to me. So that's my hot take. This is BS.
So let's read this one. It says, in a sprawling document shared with investors earlier today, the Assassin's Creed publisher, fresh off the back of securing a $1.2 billion investment from Tencent, which came amid ongoing and robust layoffs, outlined a plan to reclaim its creative leadership and regain ability and drive a sharp rebound. So, as someone who worked for a company that was acquired by another company, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Like, you're seeing, like a company going wild, or maybe like panicking as they exit the market. But I'm seeing someone who is now taking orders, right? And so Tencent, big monolith of a gaming company. Technically they own Riot Games, I believe. They are also like, so it's in China, right? Tencent. In China, gaming is actually like really mobile. There's a lot of really good phones in China, and they like to play like games on their phones. And I wonder if, like, because we were talking last time about that studio that they shut down that was making the mobile game for Assassin's Creed.
Hmm.
I wonder if part of it is like they wanted to say, "Oh, shut down that small 70-person studio over in Canada and put that game in one of these gaming houses that we can control or whatever." And like I wonder if like that's kind of why a lot of this is happening. Is Tencent is like, we're going to make this, what we want it. And so it's like, yeah, just a lot of changes.
Right. I think that's a good take actually, and it sort of falls into what I'm talking about as well. That like this is more of an investor focused like move than it is a creative move. And based
Yeah.
on what I've seen previously, that Ubisoft has been like losing a lot of money. They've just been like bleeding money off of like the projects that haven't sold so well because they've been kind of creatively empty and just rehashes of previous concepts. Like Assassin's Creed, it's not been getting better. It hasn't really been getting worse either, as far as like I've seen. Some issues with like bugs and glitches and stuff, but still Assassin's Creed at the end of the day. Um, but it hasn't really evolved. They haven't really been producing new content. They've just been producing like the same content with a different skin. Um, and they're not really changing that. So I don't think this is going to lead to them making more money at the end of the day. They've just, like you said, gotten this investment and are taking commands from the investors. And I don't know if it's the right choice. I would say that it's probably not. And if we look at the next like sub articles, that kind of like falls into my point as well.
Yeah. One sec. Marco just said in chat, I'm currently developing AAA games in the UAE, and Ubisoft's Abu Dhabi branch just got shut down. They were in my building complex. That's that sucks. That sucks. You hate to see that, You hate to see people out of a job for something that they probably didn't do. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But also,
Yeah, it's been
shout out to Marco making AAA games in the UAE. That's super cool. I'm so jealous. That's awesome. You were going to say something, Night Owl? Sorry.
That's kind of the scary part, is that it's not just like one studio being laid off, because Ubisoft's massive. They have so many like studios. It's not just one. It's there are layoffs in every single point of their business, except for management apparently. Like management's sitting really comfortably, but all the creatives are like hanging on by a thread or being cut off completely. And that's kind of the icky part for me. I feel like they could have made different choices. Hopefully, it leads to these people finding jobs in better places or starting their own studios. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It
for
feels
sure.
weird.
For sure. All right. Yeah. So this is kind of what the restructure is going to look like. They've got Vantage Studios. They've named one of the creative houses already, and it's funny because like down here, it's like Vantage Studios. It's like Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Rainbow Six. So like all of their best stuff is going to this one, which is probably just like the current one, right? And then the others are getting the rest. So this one is for cooperative shooter experiences. I mean, these are big titles. So shout out to that one. Skull and Bones is going to Creative House 3. This one, Prince of Persia, although they did just say that they're canceling Prince of Persia in this article. Right. Where did they say it? Anyway, here we go. The publisher confirmed it has now discontinued 6 titles that failed to meet its enhanced bar for quality. That includes Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake and 4 unannounced titles. So, yeah, it's definitely like, I mean, they're really shaking things up. This is a huge change.
Yeah, it's wild to see. I mean, I feel like a change up was inevitable, but this kind of wasn't really what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. This is a very like Ubisoft move, but maybe I was just like hoping for something else. But just because the IP is going to the studio doesn't mean like the game is still gonna come out, right? So they
Yep.
might have canceled this one because it was like moving really slowly, but they are like interested in keeping the IP around for future projects.
Yeah.
Um, and then the next article is actually about this specific thing. It's like Ubisoft canceling six games and delaying 7 more,
Yeah.
which I don't know what those
Let's hop
7
over
other
there. All right.
articles
Yeah.
are.
Ubisoft cancels 6 games, delays 7 more in major company reset.
So this is basically the same information, but a little bit more compact. Because I didn't see that they actually list all of the games and where they were going.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
we can almost.
This sentence right here, the first of these was announced as Vantage Studios, which will look after Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six Siege, and attracted US 1.3 billion in investment from Chinese conglomerate Tencent. That's making it sound like that Ubisoft didn't get the 1.3 billion. It was like this specific studio. Do you know? Do you know if I'm making stuff up or?
No, I think you're right that that's how they worded it. I'm not sure if it was Tencent saying, "Hey, we want to give you 1.3 billion and we want them to go to Vantage Studios." That might have been it, but they could also be wrong in this article. I'll have to take it with a pinch of salt. But it seems like the Vantage Studios, because they say it right here in the article, is led by the co-founder of Ubisoft Montreal and the son of the Ubisoft CEO. So it might just be like, okay, they got the money and then they gave it to the CEO's kid,
Oh
which is
shoot!
a really weird move as well. I don't know what the word is for it when you have like when you pick your own family to be like
Yeah, it's called
leaders in your
nepotism.
company. Nepotism.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I can understand them doing that because they have all the money, but I'm not a fan of it. So
Nepotism, yeah, I feel like I have kind of a hot take on it. I think I am a fan of it, but not like, oh, we're just gonna give you the title because you're related. I think giving someone a job because they're related, but also because they're good. I think that's good. Like giving people opportunities because you know them. I think that that's really really good.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I don't
like
know.
this is potentially far beyond that. Like, yeah, your CEO gives another CEO title to their kid. Like that's probably, that's probably just blatant nepotism, and that's a problem.
Yeah, it definitely has the equivalent of code smell.
Yeah, code
Um,
smells. Yeah,
so, but yeah, we can move on to the next article
yeah,
because it's like there's so much to go through here.
yeah.
And we'll be coming back to this one next time we have the newsroom. I don't know if it's
Okay.
gonna be. I guess it's gonna be after your trip. Um, there you go. So there was a French union out of the question to let a boss run wild. And so I'm really stoked about that.
Oh shoot, my computer's crashing.
And so it's the I don't know how to speak French. Solidaire Informatique, if I use my American accent, I guess. And they have a lot of stuff to say about it. So they told basically the Ubisoft workers to strike internationally, and this response, this immediate response, is to the absurdity of management's decision. I love how they use their words. Um, and they
Yeah.
think that the CEO of Ubisoft is running wild and destroying their working conditions, which I can understand. And they want to remind him that it's his employees that make the games, which I completely agree to. So I guess we'll kind of see where they go from there. It's not an international union, so it might just stop with them. But uh, I kind of feel empowered myself by hearing from them, and I'm not even related to the cause,
Yeah. Yeah, I liked this article. I thought it was it's like you. I thought shout out to their wording. Um like definitely, just calling this guy out. It is out of the question to let a boss, Yves Guillemot, run wild and destroy our working conditions. Perhaps we need to remind him that it is his employees who make the games. Like that's good. I mean, good point.
It's hard. Like that line goes hard.
Yeah.
I actually like to read like exactly what they wrote, because I'm assuming that this is from some sort of like letter that they wrote to Ubisoft, or just to everyone. And I bet they have more things to say in there as well.
Yeah, let's see.
Um,
All right, no, they don't have anything in here. Okay.
oh, they announced it on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, I just looked at the article. It was like a screenshot.
All
right, Marco says, a good friend of mine has worked on every Far Cry game since 4, and he was lucky enough to work remotely from Belgium. He said the conditions were awful and management were inept. Interesting. We're getting insider information here.
But I'm not surprised by that comment either. I've heard from a lot of people that working in AAA is kind of like a coin flip. Either it's great and you get to do, like, just do your work, and you have like pretty good control over what you need to do and who you need to talk to, and other times it's just a mess, like chaos, and you don't really know how much time you're gonna have at home. Some of it might just be like, oh, now I'm spending the whole week at work, and that's that, because that's what my boss said. So hearing that Ubisoft isn't great to work for, at least in Belgium, yeah, I'm not that surprised. It's unfortunate though. Oh shoot, I haven't even seen the graph.
It's looking rough. Look at this one. 5 years. 5 years ago, they're at $20. Now they're at $1. Yeah, rough. And and you can still see that peak even at the 5-year view. That little tiny drop off down there at the bottom.
And that's the next article, of course, is that their shares dropped 39% after this announcement. If they saw that and thought, yeah, let's keep going, then I don't know what they're smoking. But I feel like that's a reasonable response to it, to just kind of sell and move on.
Well, and then also, look at this. Ubisoft's share prices suffered a similar dip in May 2025, dropping by 18% at the time. This drop now marks the lowest share price for Ubisoft since 2011. And so,
yikes.
Like, even last year, they saw a massive drop, and they still were like, well, I don't know. Maybe this was a decision made by seeing the share drop. I wonder what they did here. Is this another article? No, it's CNBC. Although, was this after, when did the Assassin's Creed game come out? Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
It came out March 20th. Yeah, so this was probably like right after Assassin's Creed Shadow. And people were like really losing.
Here, in the CNBC article that is linked there,
it does say it.
The French video game firm reported full-year earnings that disappointed investors.
Gotcha.
And that's
I do remember this.
Drop.
I do remember this. They had to like do there was like the leaked phone call or whatever of like the earnings, and right. That was a total nightmare. I forgot about that.
So back then, Ubisoft reported a 20.5% drop in net bookings. Which I don't know what booking specifically means. Is it earnings or earnings after tax or something?
I have no idea.
I'm not good with financial terms in English, but
yeah, little disclaimer, 2 non-CEOs, non-financial people talking about this. Just
but they reported it as well, I don't know how they're phrasing this, but the Assassin's Creed Shadows apparently did little to boost its full year sales. Is basically what they're saying.
Yeah.
And after 2 delays even. So the decline in net bookings totaled 1.85 billion euros, which is $2.1 billion. And they had an operating loss of 15.1 million euros for the year. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, the bleeding of money. Yeah, that's that.
It's rough.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just too big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to like kind of do some introspection here because we're obviously like kind of dunking on Ubisoft here,
Absolutely.
which feels like a little bit bad. Like who are we? You know, we're just some guys that are learning game dev. So like, what do we know? But also like, am I rooting for this a little bit? Not on the level of the game dev, but maybe on the level of the corporation, because like because of stuff like this, indie dev has become like really good, you know? And so
That's true.
indie dev studios have like a really good opportunity right now. And it's kind of like you were saying before, like I really hope that these people that are getting laid off in this restructuring will go on to make really good games. They'll go on to make their own indie studios because likely they'll do a really good job. So that's kind of the introspection I wanted to take real quick is like I do feel like maybe in my heart I'm like kind of rooting for this, but like I don't know if that's like the stance I want to take. I think the stance is more like I'm hopeful for indie dev instead of I'm preying on the downfall of Ubisoft.
I think I'm gonna be a little bit harsher than you. Like
Okay.
I understand your point, and it is a good point. I think I wouldn't mind seeing the downfall of Ubisoft as a publisher and as a like owner of smaller developers. Um, but I would, in that case, would like to see these studios kind of buy themselves out of the Ubisoft umbrella and get to do their own things with the IPs that they have been designated, which will never happen. I'm fully aware of that. That's like some anarcho-communism that's coming out of me right now. But it would be, I think that would be best for the IPs and for the games that people want to play. Like the what was it, Prince of Persia game that got canceled?
Yeah.
Uh, it probably had more life in it. It probably wasn't ready for delivery just yet, but with a small like boost and a little deadline and freedom to just finish the game and not care about like what the people at the top are doing, they might have been able to finish it. And now instead that product got dropped for something that they didn't have anything to do with, and people lost their jobs. So that's kind of what I'm saying with like maybe the company's too big. It just kind of lets the people at the top control the smallest teams too much in a way, and let the decisions that they've made that have led to poor consequences fall on the creatives, which I think is unacceptable. Actually, a publisher is supposed to be your friend when you're a developer, not your like dictator.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of how it feels right now.
Yeah, I was just reading something. It might have actually just been like a Twitter post. Oh yeah, I know what it was. Let me go find it. My boy Edmund McMillan said something profound.
The same Macmillan of Binding of Isaac fame.
Yep. I've been following him on Twitter because they're like really active right now because they're releasing their game in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh man, where was it?
This is not a sponsored stream, but good luck to them and the game Eugenics. which is out soon.
Yeah.
We have no relation.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Here we go. This is what he said. Use a publisher for porting / console biz and funding if you have no other option. But understand they are in this for the money. If your game doesn't perform, don't expect them to do any favors. Also, if the game isn't good, none of this matters. So make sure it's good first. And I think like maybe this sentiment that he says is kind of because of companies like Ubisoft, right? Where they're maybe like way more about the business, whereas like a publisher should have your back, kind of like you're saying. Anyway.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty decent take actually.
Okay,
All right,
let's
should we move on to
well, real
something?
quick, Marco says
Yeah.
game development has too many cooks in the kitchen, pulling in different all directions. Simple, polished, finished with a target audience is the best way to go. It worked in the 80s, 90s, and 1000s. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like focus yourself. That was something. I know this is like so off topic, but yesterday I was talking with some friends at work about High Guard, and I haven't played it yet,
Right.
but we looked at the Steam trailer for it, and I was like watching this, and I was like, dang, this is actually like looking really cool. And then like I keep watching it, it's like every scene has like something from another game I've seen, like, oh, in this scene they're disintegrating the wall. In this scene they're going through the wall. In this scene, the guy does 3 different wall mechanics and then like kills a guy and like wins the game. And like it's really cinematic, and it's kind of what Marco's saying. Like I think that the game is trying to do everything. It's trying to be a game for everyone, and so now it's a game for no one.
Yeah, we actually talked about that in class a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
That the more you try to cater to every single possible target, like target audience, target player, the less you're going to be able to make a really strong gameplay focused game. So like focus on the mechanics that feel fun, and then make sure that everyone can play it that you like think will play it. And that's that. Stop there.
Yep.
Like don't try to make everyone play it, because then you'll turn into like making a game that is just kind of sloppy. I'm not gonna call Candy Crush slop, but it's kind of in the same range as what I'm saying. It's like you just like make
it's so easy that
simple.
it's like no point. Yeah.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. The game doesn't have a challenge anymore, because you cater to everyone so much that they don't have to go out of their comfort zone and learn new things. And then it's just like you hop in and you're just like, I've already played this game.
Mm-hmm.
I've already played many of this game. Yeah, I'm not too interested in High Guard, to be honest. Maybe that's obvious.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's people who are gonna play it, and I'm sure there's people who are just gonna go back to Overwatch, and play that instead.
Yeah, another interesting observation I have is like just kind of along the same lines of games trying to be for everyone, is like Minecraft is like one of the biggest games of all time. And people have been wanting more in Minecraft for years and years and years and years, right? They've been like, oh, please add more bosses. Please make it like more like Terraria. Make it. And now people are going to say, make it more like Hytale. Have like a bunch of stuff. And yet it's still just like so stinking popular. Like at some point, like if you know what people want, if you have a good game, like you don't need to change it. You don't have to make it be for everyone. You can just profit,
Yeah. And sometimes it's the best move for the game is to not listen to the audience. Like if you have an idea of what your game should be very like not what am I trying to say? Like hold on to that idea and I definitely listen to the audience, but don't let them decide what your game should be. The decision should be from you that, hey, they have a point in this. I should go study this and see if it would be a good fit for my game. And if it's not, then don't add it. Like, don't cater to it. It's fine. You're allowed to. You're the creator. You've got the copyright.
Yeah. All right. Well, we've got 3 more articles, so we're going to move along.
Yeah, they're pretty short articles as well, so we're not really in a hurry.
All right.
No, we're done with the big stuff.
Yeah, we're done with the
Goodbye,
big stuff.
Ubisoft for this week.
All right. RuneScape tops $3 billion in lifetime revenue. The milestone was reached as RuneScape celebrates its 25th anniversary. That's crazy. 25 years. Oh, man.
Absolutely crazy. And I must say I'm like very happy for them.
Oh, yeah. Well deserved.
It's really cool. So the article here is a little bit negative about some of the what things that Jagex have done, and that's not really what I want to bring up.
Okay.
I'd rather talk about sort of that, like, RuneScape's been around for most of my life, and I've barely played it. But the fact that they're doing like old school and retail RuneScape alongside each other seems to have been a pretty good choice. Like bringing back like the old world must have been massive. And they're also doing something pretty cool. Thank you, Marco, for watching. Take care, you two. Yeah.
Yep. Good. Thanks for stopping by. Join the Discord, play my game, you know, all the normal things.
Oh yeah, anyway, moving on. I think with what's happening now as well, Jagex is doing sort of a rework on RuneScape 3, where they're removing all microtransactions that are gameplay affecting. Which they had a really cool vote about it, where you could just go in without logging in or anything and just say no to microtransactions. And when they reached like 100,000 no's, they were like, all right, then we'll do it. So it feels like they've made some weird choices in the past and kind of gotten back on the positive train. And right now I feel more than ever that they like deserve this accomplishment, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say about this. Just I played what at the time was just RuneScape, but is now old school RuneScape. I played that. Let's see. It would have been, oh my gosh, so long ago, like 4th or 5th grade maybe.
Yeah.
Back in the days of, what was it called? Like IM chat? I am.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you know what I'm talking about? Where you would like...
I know what it is, yeah.
Yeah, you'd just be like chatting with your friends, playing the game. Like, oh man. Yeah, good times. This is a great game. I have not played retail RuneScape in... Well, I mean, I want to say like ever. Like, I've only played the old school stuff. And... Yeah. I mean... It's not really for me right now, but like back in the day, I loved it. It was so fun.
It's a really weird game.
I know.
Like, it doesn't really play like any of the other MMOs. But I that's kind of why I love it, because it's always like you hop into it and it's like the same as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like just a bundle of nostalgia. But they still managed to add new stuff to it. Like they added sailing to old school RuneScape recently.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, and it seems to have like just taken off. It seems to have been a really good addition. So that's pretty cool. I'm really stoked to like follow them and see like how their business evolves in the future. I mean, I'm also gonna play RuneScape 3 a little bit this year, just to like see what it's like now that, you know, the game affecting microtransactions have been taken out. Should be cool.
Yeah, cool. Cool. Yeah, let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
This was a weird one.
Hey, this was a little bit silly, but I felt like we needed some silly stuff after the Ubisoft thing.
I mean, look at this picture. Oh, it's
I know, right?
You're like Walmart shopping in a game? What the heck? All right.
It
So
was fun.
Unity launches Walmart SDK to seamlessly integrate products into games. So it's beginning ads in games. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously ads have always been in games, but like this is like in the game, you know?
It is like okay. So the reason I picked this is because I need to ask you a really, really important question.
Okay.
Uh, if you had the opportunity to play a video game and buy beans from within the game, would you, at any point in your life, actually commit to that purchase and put in your credit card number and say, yes, I would like this delivered?
I mean, is the value prop that like I get to keep playing the game and make my Walmart order at the same time?
Yes, basically.
Yeah, put it in Minecraft and I'm in.
Dude, if they made a Minecraft mod,
Then I never have to stop playing Minecraft.
but it's also silly because if you go to their asset store page, uh, you basically like can import the models for the things, but if you interact with them, it just brings up like a pop-up UI window. I think it's the third picture.
Oh,
And
okay,
like
yeah.
how is this like different than going to their websites?
It's not. That is a website.
I find it like I think it's cool that Walmart's trying new things, and I think that Unity is like a platform that this is kind of suitable for in some way, because you can just add stuff and it just works. Um, but it just feels incredibly silly.
Oh yeah, it's totally silly.
Like, where would you put this in and it for it to make sense? I was talking to my little brother about this, that if you have a like business account on Walmart's seller page or whatever, you can sell your own products within the game. That's something that they go through in the
Gotcha.
assets thing or whatever. And I thought that was kind of neat because then you could sell your merch from within the game and also tie that to a like in-game item or something like that.
Yeah, but
But
it's still
that's
gonna
like
look like this, right? It's still gonna be like, oh yeah,
it's
you're on a
still gonna look
Walmart
like that.
site.
And I don't know. It just I don't think I would ever find the opportunity to implement that in a game. Sort of. I would definitely find it cool if I could just import Walmart assets and use real products for like a shopping simulator or whatever. But I'm not gonna make a shopping simulator. Like there's already games like that on the market. I'm not really that interested. But I don't know. I also don't know what you're allowed to do with the assets that you import. So it's just a little silly.
Yep. That's a funny one. That's a funny one. All right. We're here at the last article. Let me zoom in a little bit more. All right, 39% of the new releases in the Microsoft Store in 2025 are low quality games designed for quickly earning gamer score points. I thought this was pretty funny. This one actually made me laugh out loud a little bit.
Yeah.
Basically, people are making games that like can make make it so you earn achievements super fast and get gamer score points. And I mean, that's genius, of course. Game the system, why not? But also, like, I don't know. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I don't think I've thought about like gamer score points or achievement points since I played like PS3. I didn't know people were still thinking about that. Do you ever like think about achievements or anything like that when you're playing video games? Like specifically for a reason other than okay, cool, I got that achievement.
No, but so check this out. Um, these points can be redeemed for sweepstake entries, Xbox gift cards, and more in the rewards catalog. And so if you have a game that's just pumping gamer score points into your account, like you can enter things and like get like real things, like real rewards from Xbox. That's kind of what I
I
was
missed
thinking
that
of.
part. That's wild. That's like wilder than
Yeah.
what I thought the article was.
Yeah, so they're literally just gaming the system. They're like, oh, if I put a game on Xbox, then I can get a ton of these things and get like free gift cards essentially. And so,
Wild.
like, I love it. You know, they've made Xbox the game platform.
It's insane. I linked you the studio that's mentioned here in the article, and I was just going through the games, and they're all like they're kind of weirdly similar and then extremely distinct at the same time. Like, how do they have time to release these many games? Because at the bottom there's a lot of like Sokoban games. Some of them are like 2D. Oh, this is also Sokoban, isn't
Yeah,
it?
this is Sokoban.
And there's so many Sokoban games, but they all are like kind of distinct. Like some are 3D, some are 2D. It takes me, I don't know how many employees they have, but it takes me a pretty long while to just like slop out a game.
Yeah.
This is kind of impressive.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Honestly. This is a big library of sloppy games.
It just keeps going. Sokobalian. Sokobalian.
And I'm not trying to dog on AFL games at all. Like, they found a niche that they fit really well into. But I understand why the platform didn't really appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't think yeah, that's a lot of stuff. I don't think that I really fall for the slop buzzword, if that makes sense. Like when people are like, "Oh, it's just slop," like trying to dismiss a game, that doesn't really work for me. It's like slop can be like really fun.
Yeah.
And it can make you a lot of money, right? And so like I don't think we need to discount these. I mean, shovelware, that's maybe a little bit more of a harmful term than slop. But again, I mean, like if you're buying a game and there's a game, like even if they're making 100 games and they're like really small and there's like not a lot to them, but like, I mean, look, this looks like there's a game. You know, it's not a scam. I mean, it's a little bit
Right.
of a scam because they're getting the points up, but yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah, but
shout out to
it's not like
them.
it's not a scam towards the user, really.
Yes. Yep.
Because they're showing off their game in a pretty like reasonable way. Like they're showing like this is what you get for $3 or whatever. And they're not trying to cheat the user. They're trying to cheat the platform.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's something that I feel like I can discuss whether it's moral or not.
Yeah,
I might be biased
they'll
in it.
probably get in trouble. I mean, does this say that they got in trouble?
Well, they said, I don't know if it was AFL Games that had a bunch of games be removed, but on Sony's platform, Thai Games had a bunch of games removed.
Yeah, so they could get in trouble.
If counting all regional versions. Over 1,000.
I mean,
insane.
Yeah, that game studio, they can really produce games, huh?
I mean, it's I at the same time I'm like confused sort of by the article that this is like this is something that Xbox and Sony have to worry about, like shovelware, and have to like take action on. I'm also like super impressed by the studio to figure this cheat code out.
Yeah.
And actually commit to it and do something with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm really impressed, but also I don't know if I would want to do this. And it's not because like if even if they were making just absolutely massive amounts of money from doing this, you know, this quick game release cycle, like I still wouldn't want to do it because for me, like I don't want to just produce games that are the same. I want to
Right.
explore different genres and different types of games. But that's just the Mojo thought of the day.
No, but I agree with you. I think I want to take my time with each game that I make, and I, unfortunately, that sometimes leads to you figuring out like a year in that that's not the game you want to make,
Yeah.
and that kind of sucks. But like for example, I'm not calling your game a slop game. I'm saying that it's a small game.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you to make Droppy Ball before it was like ready for release?
You ever heard the saying, the first 90% of the game took 90% of the time, and the last 10% of the game took the other 90% of the time?
Yeah.
That it was more like the first 90% of the game took 10% of the time for me, and the last 10% took 90% of the time. I had that game, like what's in the game now, I had all of that mechanically done in like a week.
Right.
And
Just
then
quick,
the art took me a really long time because I had to figure out a theme for it. But if you don't like really care about your themes, if you're just like, oh, we're gonna make a Sokoban game with bees, then like it's probably a lot easier to make art. And if you have like a dedicated artist that's like really good at that strategy, it wouldn't take much time at all to make the game that I made.
Yeah, if you have like a solid team that is really like responsive to the strategy, that's cool. Like being able to work that quickly and still make like solid stuff, it's impressive.
Yeah.
I need to take my time.
Yeah, I kind of like to overthink it. I like to,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. It's art. It's art. It's personal.
Yeah, there's like no one way to do it. But yeah, same here. I kind of want it to be very personal and be exactly how I want it. And it must take the time that it is required to take. Like shall grow somehow.
Yeah. Cool. Well, that's it. Those are the articles. We did
Yes.
it.
We did it. We reached the end yet again.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks again, as always, for putting together these articles. I have a ton of fun with this. I think it's so cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. Unfortunate that we can't do it next week, but
yeah,
I'll find some cool ones for maybe the week after. We'll have to talk about it.
For sure.
Figure it out.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hop off so you can do your thing to end the stream.
Okay. Yeah, I've got like 15 more minutes, so I'll probably. Well, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna hop off too. That's what I'm gonna do.
Makes sense.
All right.
Well, if there's anyone still watching, thank you for watching.
Yeah. Thanks as always to Sir Lunchalot. Sir Lunchalot's the GOAT. And yeah, thanks.
Cool. Bye-bye.